Hello, property nomads. Hope you're well. The Malthusian cult is here. We must reduce the population, and we're going to tell you to stop eating meat because you are doing bad for the environment. If you listen to a lot of other people that are very skeptical of the World Economic Forum, of Davos, and all their things about you will own nothing and be happy, and the ways that we can be better for the environment and better for the planet. We need to stop eating meat. Don't drive diesel vehicles. Don't drive petrol vehicles. How dare you? You must own an electric vehicle, despite the fact they're worse for the environment, but we're not going to tell you that. And, all of this sort of stuff, we are going to infiltrate through mainstream media to make sure that we are sowing the seeds so you become net zero, both as a country and as an individual, because it's important to do your part for the planet. For those of you not overly familiar with sarcasm, there you are. That's a great lesson in sarcasm. But it's very scary that these sorts of articles are now being lapped up by mainstream media and are actually being produced in the first place, to be honest with you. And here is another one. Eating less meat, like taking 8 million cars off of the road. And notice it's under the climate change bracket, because that's the most important thing in the world, and we're all going to die because of climate change. That meat does look good, though. I'd have a bit of that. So yeah, having a big UK meat eaters cut some of it out of their diet would be like taking 8 million cars off the road. I'm not quite sure how they come to these numbers or these conclusions, to be perfectly honest with you, but that's what the new research says. And because it's on the BBC, it's got to be true 100%. We've got to believe everything the BBC says. Basically points out that if you eat loads of meat, it's not good for you, unlucky. You're killing the planet. Stop eating meat. Hey ho, that's pretty much the nooks and crannies of it. And they're very nice. And Professor Peter Scarborough of Oxford University is very nice, and he does say you don't need to completely eradicate meat from your diet. Thank you for that. Now, the point of this article, and I'm not just going to bash the article because that's really not the point. The thing is that it is scary that this sort of stuff is coming through our media channels. Probably more scary that I'm reading it, but hey, that's part of producing this content. Is that we've said over time, and there's a lot of other people out there. We said, Rebel Capitalist channel, other people that are really deep thinkers. With everything that's happened in the last few years, and the amount of lies that we've been told, and everything that's been going on, people have said that the reason there's this Malthusian cult and Thomas Malthus, and basically these people believe that in order to save the planet, we must have a big population decrease. And actually, do you know what? Whilst we're having a big population decrease, what we should do is let's get people to be more environmentally friendly. Stop eating meat. You don't need it. Stop doing this. Stop driving these cars. You don't need them. Start cycling more because of X, Y, and Z. And they're doing it under this guise of climate change. Now, you're thinking, Rob, you're being such a tinfoil hatter, and why do you keep producing this stuff? Whatever. Two reasons. Number one, I'm entitled to my own opinion. Number two, it's the truth. I'm happy to sit on the other side of the fence. I'm happy to yin when everyone else yangs, because it's important to have a balanced approach to things. And this sort of stuff really shouldn't be making it through to mainstream media. But the mainstream media are part of the process. They are lapping it up. They are loving it because they want to promote that leftist, communistic ideology. They really, really do. And it's scary. It really, really is. And one of the things that people have said over time and time again is, first, they're going to get you to have it ingrained that you must have an electric vehicle, or, stop doing this. And then it's be a case of, well, eat less meat. Let's all do this. Let's all chip in for net zero. And at the same time, these same people are either profiteering from big pharma, number one, producing all these drugs, and basically lying to you. And secondly, they're sitting on the other side of the fence. They've got loads of big businesses that are going to absolutely benefit from this 100%. Probably a lot of farming going on, other farming or a crop agricultural things. So we've really got to be skeptical. It's scary. It really, really is scary. Basically, if you eat a lot of meat, you're a devil. You're doing very bad for the environment. Stop eating meat. It's very, very unacceptable. That's pretty much what this says. It does say though, high meat diets need more water. Right, okay. So how much water is used to produce food for different types of diet per person each day? So apparently if you're vegan, you only consume 410 liters, whereas if you're a high meat eater, it's 890 liters. And again, these are all scare tactics because I believe in efficiency. So if you could become efficient at doing something, whether that's through technological advancements or bits and bobs like that, then it will help. And it doesn't help when a lot of utility companies out there don't have great water treatment facilities and are spewing raw crap basically into our rivers, seas, oceans, whatever body of water it is. That's really not going to help. Either that probably does more damage to the environment. The point is, at the same time, people don't understand what's on the other side of the fence. So, people are pushing electric vehicles, or they're probably more damaging for the environment. Why? How do you recycle the batteries? What does it take to produce an electric vehicle? There's a lot more mining, a lot more components. Is that going to put your insurance up? All these environmental fad ideas are okay until someone gets a bill. At the moment, you and I are getting the bill. No bueno, as I like to call it. And of course, everyone's hiding behind this guise of climate change and obesity and, all of this sort of crap. And it makes me sick, to be perfectly honest with you. So yeah, take this away from this video. There is that the Malthusian cult is in full swing because these sorts of articles, i.e. eating less meat, is like taking 8 million cars off the road. The fact that it comes under climate change on the BBC's website, I mean, we're on the slippery slope. We really, really are. And just keep living your life how you want to live it. Ignore what anyone else is doing. Be yourself. Be yourself. That's the best thing that you can do as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, these articles, the point of this video is that these articles are very, very scary. The fact that they're coming through the mainstream media. All of that being said, please like the channel on YouTube, that bell notification thingy below. Please tap on that as well so you can get notified of when new videos pop out. And keep plugging along, keep being you. Do not change for anyone at all. See you in the next video.